Giulia Tofana was an Italian woman born around 1620 in Palermo, who became a notorious professional poisoner in 17th century Italy. She sold a deadly poison called Aqua Tofana to women who wanted to kill their husbands, often due to domestic abuse or unhappiness in their marriages. Giulia Tofana was born in Palermo, Sicily, around 1620. Her mother, Tofania d'Adamo, was a poisoner who was executed in 1633 for murdering her own husband, Giulia's father. This early exposure to poison and the execution of her mother likely influenced Giulia's later actions. Tofania's murder of her husband was a significant event in Giulia's life, shaping her understanding of the harsh realities women faced in 17th century Italy. After her mother's execution, Giulia moved to Naples and then to Rome, where she met Girolamo Sparra, and they got married shortly after. They became parents of a beautiful daughter, Girolamo Sparra. But just like Giulia's mother, Giulia's life was also marked by her husband's abusive behavior. Girolamo Sparra's abuse of Giulia was severe. This led Giulia to seek a way to escape her unhappy marriage. She created Aqua Tofana and used it to kill her husband. This event marked the beginning of Giulia's ideas into reality. After Giulia poisoned her husband, she began selling Aqua Tofana to other women who were in similar situations. She set up an apothecary shop in Rome, disguising her true business as a cosmetics business. Giulia sold powders and liquids that enhanced women's beauty, but her best-selling product was Aqua Tofana, which was disguised as a cosmetic product. Aqua Tofana was likely made from a mixture of arsenic, lead, and belladonna. It was colorless, odorless, and tasteless, allowing it to be easily slipped into a victim's food or drink without detection. The poison worked slowly, with the first dose causing cold-like symptoms, the second triggering vomiting and diarrhea, and the third or fourth dose being lethal. This slow action allowed victims time to get their affairs in order before dying, often from what appeared to be natural causes. Giulia Tofana sold Aqua Tofana to women who wanted to escape abusive marriages. She was careful to only sell to trusted clients, often through word of mouth. Her business was run discreetly, and only her daughter, Girolamo Sparra, and trusted employees knew the true nature of her products. In 1650, a woman served her husband a bowl of soup laced with a drop of Aqua Tofana. Before her husband could take a spoonful, however, the woman had a change of heart and begged him not to eat it. This raised the man's suspicions, and he abused his wife until she confessed to poisoning the food. This led to the exposure of Tofana's poisoning ring. Giulia was arrested and taken to a local church for sanctuary. However, a rumor spread that she had poisoned the city's water supply, and she was apprehended and tortured. Under torture, Giulia confessed to killing over 600 men in Rome alone between 1633 and 1651. She was executed in 1659, along with her daughter and several of her accomplices, in Rome's Campo de' Fiori. Many of her clients were also punished, with some being executed and others imprisoned or banished. Giulia Tofana's story has become a legend, with some claiming that Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was poisoned by Aqua Tofana over a century later. Her actions highlight the desperation and limited options available to women in 17th century Italy, where domestic abuse and lack of legal recourse were common. Giulia Tofana's life and actions are a testament to the harsh realities of 17th century Italy for women. Her story is a mix of fact and legend, reflecting the desperation and resourcefulness of women in a society where they had few rights and limited means of support.